Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE sends serious message to Kevin Owens after he used banned move on Legend during SmackDown. WWE superstar Kevin Owens crossed all limits on SmackDown as he was responsible for a legendary figure being stretched out in an ambulance. Following the incident on the Blue brand, the company issued a stern warning to the former Universal Champion. Randy Orton was scheduled to face Owens in a singles match at Crown Jewel. However, the match never officially began. Before the Viper could even complete his entrance, the prizefighter attacked him. The two wrestlers brawled throughout the arena, culminating in a shocking moment where KO put the 44-year-old legend through some tables with a flying elbow. Last night on SmackDown, Orton called out the former Universal Champion in the ring. During their confrontation, Kevin Owens delivered a banned move, the pile driver on the Apex Predator, a maneuver notorious for its potential to cause severe neck injuries. WWE took to Instagram to send a strong message to the prizefighter, emphasizing the severity of the situation and the potential consequences for future misconduct. After Kevin Owens executed a devastating pile driver on Randy Orton, the latter was seen writhing in pain. Concerned officials rushed to the ring to summon medical assistance. As he was being carried out of the ring, Orton groaned that he could not feel anything. Accompanied by his friend and the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, the 14-time world champion was taken away on a stretcher into an ambulance. Michael Cole later revealed on the Friday night show that the 44-year-old legend suffered a serious injury due to Cody's attack. The Viper was being assessed for an undisclosed cervical injury. During the SmackDown Lowdown show, Megan Morant and Scott Stanford offered WWE's best wishes to Randy Orton's family. As of now, the fate of the Apex Predator hangs in the balance. Only time will tell if Orton can return to the ring at the earliest and settle the score with the prizefighter. On a recent episode of WWE SmackDown, Kevin Owens found himself in hot water with WWE officials after he performed a banned move on a wrestling legend, stirring up serious backstage repercussions and fueling fan speculation. WWE's decision to reprimand Owens was a stark reminder of how certain in-ring moves are strictly off-limits, particularly when it comes to protecting veteran wrestlers. This incident could hint at larger implications for both Owens' future in the company and WWE's ongoing commitment to wrestler safety. Let's dive into the story that has captivated fans and ignited debate over WWE's approach to controversial moves, its expectations of talent, and how Owens' decision could affect his standing in WWE. The move that Owens used was none other than the pile driver, a once popular wrestling maneuver that is now largely forbidden across major wrestling promotions, including WWE. This iconic move, which involves a wrestler dropping their opponent headfirst onto the mat, is notorious for its high risk of injury. Several years ago, the pile driver was effectively banned by WWE due to the risk it poses to a performer's neck and spine. Although WWE fans remember its devastating impact and suspenseful allure, it's also linked to some of wrestling's most unfortunate injuries, one of the most famous being Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck injury at the hands of Owen Hart in 1997. Given the pile driver's dangerous legacy, WWE's disapproval of the move is a hard rule that isn't often broken. Only a few seasoned WWE legends, such as The Undertaker and Kane, have been given special permission to execute a modified version called the Tombstone Pile Driver. The rationale behind this exception is that these veterans are highly experienced in protecting their opponents, even with a move as potentially dangerous as the pile driver. For others on the roster, attempting the maneuver is a serious breach of WWE's safety policies. Kevin Owens has never been the type to shy away from controversy. Known for his brash personality, daring in-ring style, and willingness to push boundaries, he's built a career on unpredictability. Owens has a reputation for embracing a more aggressive wrestling style, frequently drawing upon techniques and moves from his days on the independent circuit. However, he also has a track record of pushing limits with WWE management, often blurring the line between his character and reality. His decision to use the banned pile driver during SmackDown may have been an intentional nod to his rebel persona, or a lapse in judgment with significant consequences. Fans were left stunned when Owens performed the move on a legendary opponent. The reaction was immediate, with WWE fans on social media expressing shock, excitement, and even concern for the legend involved. For some, Owens' actions were a refreshing reminder of an era in wrestling that was more ruthless and raw. For others, it crossed a line, risking the health of a veteran wrestler and breaking the company's rules. It didn't take long for WWE to respond. According to backstage sources, WWE officials were not pleased with Owens' decision to incorporate the banned move. Reports suggest that Owens was pulled aside after the match and given a stern warning about future in-ring conduct. Although it's uncertain whether any formal punishment, such as a fine or suspension, will be issued, the message sent to Owens was clear. WWE is serious about enforcing its safety protocols, especially when it comes to banned maneuvers. WWE's response highlights the company's commitment to wrestler safety, a principle that has grown significantly over the last few decades. From implementing stricter protocols around concussions to banning high-risk moves, WWE has made clear strides in protecting its talent. Owens' unauthorized use of the piledriver directly challenged these protocols, and WWE's reaction was swift, reminding him and the rest of the roster that even top stars aren't exempt from the rules. The incident sparked widespread discussion among WWE fans. Some applauded Owens for defying WWE's strict rulebook, viewing it as an act that brought back an element of danger and unpredictability that many feel is lacking in today's product. For these fans, Owens' move was reminiscent of the Attitude Era's rougher, more intense style and was a much-needed thrill in an otherwise controlled environment. Others, however, agreed with WWE's stance, arguing that safety is paramount, especially when it involves a legend whose body has endured decades of physical punishment. They see Owens' decision as reckless and potentially career-threatening, not just for his opponent, but for himself. In an industry where one wrong move can end a career, fans recognize the importance of enforcing safety measures. While WWE's warning to Owens might not immediately jeopardize his career, it could influence his future booking and storyline opportunities. WWE officials might view Owens' disregard for the rules as a liability, leading to reduced screen time or a shift away from high-profile storylines. Alternatively, WWE could capitalize on the controversy by turning Owens' backstage rebellion into a storyline, emphasizing his character as a rule breaker who refuses to be controlled. It's also possible that this incident will force Owens to reevaluate his approach in the ring. While he has carved out a niche as one of WWE's edgier stars, the company's safety policies mean that he'll need to find ways to convey that persona within the confines of the rules. Given his skill and creativity, Owens is likely capable of this adjustment, but it could require him to evolve his in-ring style in ways that align with WWE's standards. WWE faces an ongoing balancing act between delivering high-octane entertainment and ensuring wrestler safety. Fans often crave a sense of unpredictability and excitement, something Owens brought to SmackDown with his piledriver. However, WWE's decision to restrict certain moves is a necessary measure to protect its talent. This balancing act is particularly challenging when dealing with stars like Owens, who excel at tapping into a raw, intense style that fans love, but that sometimes skirts the edges of WWE's safety protocols. By issuing a warning to Owens, WWE reinforced its commitment to protecting its performers, even if it means reining in some of the edgier aspects of the show. As the company continues to evolve, it's likely to maintain these strict guidelines to ensure that its roster remains healthy and capable of performing for years to come. Only time will tell how Owens will respond to WWE's message. He could choose to embrace his rebel reputation, doubling down on his character's disregard for the rules and potentially playing into a storyline that pits him against WWE management. Alternatively, he might opt for a more cautious approach, demonstrating respect for WWE's safety protocols while still finding ways to keep his character engaging. Whatever he decides, Owens' recent actions have injected a new level of excitement into his character. Fans are now left wondering whether his in-ring choices will continue to push the envelope or if WWE's message will encourage him to adapt his style. In the high-stakes world of WWE, Kevin Owens has always walked the line between chaos and control, and his next move is sure to be closely watched by fans and WWE officials alike. In the end, Owens' bold decision to perform a banned move on SmackDown may be remembered as a defining moment in his career, a moment that showcased his audacity, tested WWE's commitment to safety, and ultimately underscored the fine line between captivating entertainment and the necessity of protecting the athletes who bring it to life.